Hello. Am I coming through just fine? Is it mixed well? I couldn't tell you. For some reason, it feels really loud to me, the music. Is it good for you all? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna turn down my headphones then. Welcome, animates. As you can see, we are shiny hunting, honestly, we're shiny hunting for the foreseeable future. This is for Arbor Week 2023, which is a weekly, or not weekly, yearly streaming event where people are shiny hunting forest-based Pokemon for the sake of saving the rainforest. If you check in the description of my video, or the stream here, and I'll put it in the video, assuming there's going to be one, there's a link to donate. Of course, no one is ever obliged, you know, you're not forced to donate, but the link is there, of course. And that's pretty much all the explanation needed. We're shiny hunting Celebi. He's the defender of the forest, so I thought that made sense. As the Pokemon to shiny hunt. I'm gonna start recording too to have the footage. And let's get our first attempt at Celebi. If we get it on the first try, then I'm ending stream and I will not be streaming again. So maybe for y'all's sake, you hope it's not gonna be. Wait, also, I can change the number. This is our first attempt and it's not shiny. So we soft reset. And life goes on. This is the virtual console version of Pokemon Crystal, because this event, I don't think it actually happened on the US version of Pokemon Crystal, and I'm fairly certain it was shiny locked, but the virtual console version isn't, so that's why that's the one that we're doing. This is our second attempt. And it's not. It didn't? Okay. I was not actively playing Pokemon when Pokemon Crystal came out on account of not being alive, but I've definitely played the virtual. I've played it. I just didn't play it when it was first out. But I've played the virtual console version, obviously. I don't know if I'm supposed to, bring up the counter, like, once I, start the interaction, or, like, at each save, file. I got distracted, okay. I think I was born... Each save, okay, cool. Yeah, I think the first Pokemon game that I played was Pokemon XD, which came out in 2005. But my first main Pokemon game I think I played was Fire Red Leaf Green, which came out in 2004. But it was after I played that after I played XD. I don't even think I had a Game Boy at the time. We rented Pokemon XD too, so I didn't even play the full thing. Let me adjust the music again. This is definitely a much more lax stream than Smash. But I did actually play a lot of Smash today and yesterday. I competed in the last college tournaments that I'm going to be participating in before I graduate, so that's kind of weird to think about. But I got 7th yesterday out of 25 maybe, and then today I got 13th out of 30, so I'll take it. I'd say a successful final run after all the practice that we got last week. And this is 2 ahead, sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at this. And that's 6. I have to optimize my getting back into the game. And mashing through the dialogue. So you said that you were shiny hunting to animates. Who or what do you plan on shiny hunting? Alright, this one's it. Nope. And that's one up. And I assume you can hear my keyboard, and I'm sorry about that. There's not much I can do about it. Centret. Oh, that's cool. Are you also playing one of the Johto games? What is this song? Lily Cove. Yeah, gold. Awesome. That's not it. That's 8. 8 of, what is it, 8,000? Around about, like, approximately 8,000 is the, shiny odds. Only 1/1000th of the way to go. The shiny's actually crazy, though, because I've seen people get it at, like, I think the earliest I've seen someone get it is 150, which, of course, it's just, you know, luck no matter what, but it is funny that right before I started this, someone got it in 150, and I'm gonna be so jealous if I'm here for 36 hours. I do plan, I haven't made like an official announcement on like Twitter or made like a, what is it, like a post or stream schedule, but as of right now, I'm planning on streaming every day, every evening, from now until Thursday. Just doing exactly this, shiny hunting Celebi, until I get it, in which, the streams will end at that point. So for an undisclosed amount of time, but 2 hours a day for every day that I do. And I've got some, like, fun stuff I'd like to add on to the stream, but I thought it'd be best for the first one to just kind of go at it for a while. Green. How do you like my, little setup, by the way? I thought it was a lot of fun to do something different for the, overlay for Arbor Week. With a really nice background and our target, lacing the frame of the game. As much as I hate mashing through the dialogue to get to each Celebi, I prefer it over soft resetting, really, you know, barely even in the Switch games. I did it for Dialga in Brilliant Diamond a while ago, and ended up giving up. I've had really bad luck with shiny hunt, like modern game shiny hunts. I have maybe 48 hours in Sword and Shield, or in Sword. I beat Shield like normal, and then I played Sword, or maybe it's the other way around. It's really, it was beats Sword, that's not right. Beat Sword, played through Shield, and got 50 hours in, and at least 48 of them were shiny hunting Lombre, that to this day I've still not gotten. But after that long, it's really hard to give up on a shiny, but also, like, I have a life to live, man. There's only so much shiny hunting I can do. Especially considering I couldn't even use it in my actual playthrough at that point. Or, I mean, I could. But, like, all my Pokemon, I'd only beaten 3 gyms. And all of my Pokemon were level 70. This is actually not that, like, slow to do, though. We're only 10 minutes in. We're almost 15 attempts in. Keeping count just in case, of course. Green, 15. Our 15th save file. And mashing. I plan on, after Arbor Week, after this week of streams, I think I'm gonna make a video about it, so that's another reason why, another reason why prettying up the stream layout is exciting. Continue. I love this song. I'm just playing like a, I don't remember exactly what it is. It's like a compilation of calming Pokemon music. I am tired. It's been a long couple of weeks, honestly. Like I said earlier, I'm graduating, and so there's no shortage of things to be doing that goes along with that. 'Cause I'm also moving out of this apartment, which I'm not dreading, that's for sure. It has been unenjoyable to say the least. Let's see. And no. 18. We're in. Oh, I can also have, like, I have easier time using my emotions now because I'm not actually actively playing, like, really having to dedicate to the game. So I can make all the funny faces and stuff. Like this. Wah! Or ah. Oh. Okay. Back at it. This is the tried and true. Hello, Amogus. How are you doing? Scarlet and Violet has no right to be so good. I agree. I'm a fan of Scarlet and Violet. I think at least, I mean, it has issues, of course. Primarily, I mean, the story has issues too, but like primarily with the gameplay and the performance. But I think it's one of the best stories we've had in Pokemon probably ever. Oh, the music, yeah. It's I think that it's one of the best Pokemon games that we've had in a while, in a lot of different ways. That's one more. 20. We're 20 in. And mashing, all the same. We've not lost steam yet, my dialogue mashing. Yeah, the characters were really good too, I think. I mean, like I said, for the most part, especially compared to a lot in, like, Sword and Shield had some fun stuff. Spoiler alert for Sword and Shield if you haven't played it. But like Bede's storyline was kind of interesting. How he ended up being a jerk, but then he got recruited as like a gym leader was kind of fun. But like, I don't think any of that really compares to the Scarlet and Violet group. They don't feel like they're NPCs. Yeah, they have a lot more character, and it's also cool to see, like, if you have multiple rivals, seeing them interact in like a meaningful way during like the final arc, I think is it does a lot too. Because just knowing someone's personality is like half of it. The other half's like knowing how they interact with each other. And I think the ending portion of Scarlet and Violet was great. I mean, I think the whole game was pretty fun. Some of the fights were pretty easy. I actually don't know if I ever like whited out or anything, but I picked Skeledirge, which made a lot of the fights easier. Nope. I'm a huge Fuecoco fan. Honestly, the whole line I really like, but like Fuecoco, Crocalor are probably up there for two of my favorite Pokemon in the whole new generation. I also really like Wattrel. He's in my like YouTube banner. I like him so much. I'm gonna take a drink one sec. Ah. Oh, I almost actually just genuinely fought the Celebi. You're swiping the steel type gym with a Torterra and BDSP. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Really, the steel type, so steel type is really cool. But when it comes to like having a starter like that in Gen 4, 2 of the starters were strong against the Steel type gym, which is funny because isn't he one of like the last couple? Or like he's like 7 or 8, I'm pretty sure. So it's funny to make him weak to 2 of the starters and not particularly good against the other one. You love Donald Duck? I'm lukewarm towards Donald Duck. I don't dislike Donald Duck. My girlfriend really likes Donald Duck, or at least she used to. I assume she probably still does. I haven't asked her recently. But I like Donald Duck, he's fun. I've always been more of a goofy guy myself, but it's neither here nor there, I guess. Wow, I can't believe we haven't gotten it in our first 26 attempts. That's kind of disappointing. It's almost like the odds aren't in our favor. It took me going back to BDSP, it took me a really long time to beat it because I got all the way to the Elite Four and then realized that I couldn't evolve some of my Pokemon because I needed items you didn't get until after you beat the Elite Four. Because I had like an Electabuzz, I had a Magmar, I had a Rhydon, because I love all of the new evolutions in the Gen 4 games. And they just didn't give you the items, and so I got really disheartened that I couldn't have my fully evolved team, so I stopped playing it for like months, and then I came back and just I could beat it all the same. It's not like it was any more challenging because they weren't evolved, but I didn't mind BDSP, in all honesty. I didn't think that they were like what people were saying. The water starter does look like Donald Duck. Very a very rambunctious individual, flamboyant, you could say. The Celebi grind continues. This one's it, I bet, actually. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just kidding. I was looking, but I thought maybe if I pretended I wasn't, it would work. I know we've had a couple people come in, or come through at least. So we're shiny hunting Celebi for the uninitiated for Arbor Week 2023. So it is a charity to save the rainforest, and a bunch of streamers like myself are streaming and catching a bunch of forest-based shiny Pokemon to save the rainforest. I've got a link in the description if you want to donate, but of course don't feel obligated to. And that's that. I'm not sure if I counted this file because I was talking. We'll say it was 31. Pray to the shiny god for good luck. Yeah, really. The shiny Arceus or Arceus, either or. Pokemon pronunciation has never been a big deal for me, both in that I'm not too inclined to make sure I'm saying them right, and I also don't care if other people say them wrong. Which is, you know, apparently a hot take according to like all of the comments on my Pokemon Iceberg I did a while back. I still get comments to this day about people saying that I mispronounced some of the names. But it's free engagement, so at the end of the day, I don't really mind. I get it on the Dragon Ball Iceberg too. It's silly. I have an Earthquake Torterra and a Close Combat Metronome Either. That's cool. That he sends out an Onyx. Yeah, you were kind of specially built to make him struggle. "34th attempt. He has 2. Oh, I didn't even remember. That's really funny. Yeah, there's really nothing he can do about that. You're set up too well. Is this your first time playing through the Sinnoh region, or are you just now getting your chance to go through the remakes? Amogus. $35. Nope. First time? That's exciting. I love the Sinnoh region. It's not my my A number one, but it's up there for sure. I think that no matter what I do, I'm going to be like all in for Hoenn. It was like the first generation that I had the opportunity to experience, so I'm biased. And I don't mind. No sweat off my back. Green. I'm getting a little too antsy to restart soft reset. I'm afraid I do get one. It's gonna get lost to the abyss. As cool as it would be also to get it so early, I'm not kidding when I say that I do not have any plan for after this Celebi is caught. Like, even for the rest of Arbor Week, I do not know what's going to happen. It's in like 2 Steelix. Yeah, there's not really that many steel types. And I guess that's part of the reason why the running a gym for it is kind of tough, and why there's not been too many steel like ace trainers. I guess Gen 2 had a steel type trainer because that was the new type at the time. Gen 4 had one. Gen 3 had Steven, who was he's a steel type trainer at least. Nope. The rest are Onyx. Yeah. It's also tough, so oh, you got the Jirachi. I love Jirachi. Jirachi is probably my favorite mythical Pokemon. I was so excited. Even though they just kind of gave it out for free, I was excited to have it. I kept it on my team for a while. I know that Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, of course, are based on Diamond and Pearl instead of Platinum, but I do think it would have been interesting. Oh, I just punched my microphone. It would have been interesting for them to have given the gym leaders their Platinum teams, because in Platinum they made the gyms a little bit harder. If only for the fact that they gave the gym leaders, like, Pokemon that weren't the type of their gym, which is kind of cool. Like, I think the steel type guy, or maybe it's the electric guy, had an Octillery. Got the Jirachi because I've been to Galar before. Yeah, you can also get, if you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, the same people who give you the Jirachi in Floroma Town will give you a Mew, which is kind of cool. I need to go back and get the Mew. I didn't play through Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, but I got the save file not too long ago, and so I need to go back and get the Mew. They're shiny locked, which is topical based on what we're doing here, but you know, there's other ways to get them. At some point, I want to play through, or not play through, but shiny hunt the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc Jirachi, because unlike most of like the event giveaway Pokemon, is actually not shiny locked, which is really funny, but it takes forever to like reset. If you thought the mashing dialogue that I'm doing here is bad, then you'd be distraught. I want to go back and finish Let's Go Pikachu. I only played up until I got the ability to trade. But I think they're some of the best looking Pokemon games. And so I really do want to go back and play through them. I thought that what I did, you know, to get to where I got was a lot of fun, so. Why does this lady have an Azumarill in the Steel-type gym? Maybe she's trying to, you know, counter you. Like, she thinks you'll send out a Fire-type or a Ground-type. Not that it's gonna work, considering you're going in with also a grass type, but oh, it has an iron tail. Yeah, that counts. It's basically a steel type. Oh, you wonder why I yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna stretch it out while we wait for this little cutscene again. Just to soft reset, hit X to go my counter, and try again. I made sure to clear space in my party so that if we do get one, we can catch it and, like, you know, immediately have it, which would be nice. And then I'll just run around and we can look at it and go, ooh and ah. But that's just me planning ahead. It's not like we're gonna be expecting to get it in 46 encounters. Put the ball here, do the little exclamation point, turn around, and we wait. I'm pretty sure that my little guy, like my little avatar, just looked like he was talking when I cracked my knuckles. That's kind of embarrassing. It's green, so we're going to start over again. I really, I've not done something like this. I've not shiny hunted on stream before, so I'm really not sure how to make it more exciting than just resetting, but I guess exciting's not always what people need. Sometimes it's just a, you know, a relaxed environment, talking with chat, and resetting my fair share. Like now. We're almost at 50. Time really flies when you're having fun. Stream avatars? Does that work on YouTube? A visible chat? Oh yeah. I don't know why chat's not showing up, actually. Let me see if I can fix that. I'm supposed to have chat there. Let's see. I got this. Let me copy. I'm just gonna fix it right here. Oh no, don't look. Oh, that's not very good. That's not really what we want, is it? There you guys are. Say hi, chat. You know what? I'm gonna fix that in a second. I'm just gonna turn that off for now. We'll get a visible chat at some point, I swear. I don't know why it's not working. I had it visible, last stream, I'm fairly certain. Maybe where I adjusted a lot of my... I changed a lot of the elements and stuff on OBS to make my stream all pretty for shiny hunting, and it must have got lost along the way. I actually don't know about stream avatars, though. I have never thought about doing it on YouTube. I know people do it on Twitch. I'm kind of new to the streaming on here. I mostly do, you know, videos, which are kind of detached from having to set all that stuff up. But I'd be interested in doing it, yeah, because like I said, I'm gonna be here for days, assumedly. Some people do it on YouTube. Awesome. I'll have to look into that between this stream and tomorrow evening. I don't think I'm gonna be setting it up right now, of course, because it's gonna take me a bit. And that's so many CELEBIs we'd be losing out on. So many attempts. Not that we're going to be doing any more than 51, because we're getting it right here. Scratch that. Not like we're going to be doing any more than 52. What is this? It's a hole. Put your GS ball in. This event's really cool. It's super cool to think about the fact that this game came out in, what, 2000? At least in the US? And it had, like, events. Well, This one wasn't in the US, but like it's cool to think about a game that old having events, kind of like we think about games now having them. The method for getting them is also really silly compared to now. The amount of hoops you had to jump through for events in the earlier days is very funny. I remember going to GameStop a lot, and like you'd connect your DS or DSi to the GameStop Wi-Fi, and it would like distribute Pokemon to your DS. There's people who sell the cartridges that GameStop would use to distribute the Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure it's like there's a huge like epidemic of fake ones being sold now. So it's hard to know if you're getting something authentic. So I think it's a really cool piece of like Pokemon video game history, at least. I'd be too afraid to buy one. Really, buying Pokemon games cartridges is scary now, to know if you're getting a real one. There's so many different things you have to look out for. And like, you have to be the one to look out for them. I know one time I bought Pokemon Fire Red from GameStop, and they mailed it to me, and it was fake. It's a fake cartridge. I ended up realizing it because like I couldn't, the Pokemon name nickname like thing was shorter than it's supposed to be, and so I called them and they ended up giving me like, they took it back and they gave me like $20 GameStop money. But it really hammers in how scary it is to want to buy old Pokemon games in the modern day. Pokemon idea. Pokemon ice cream of the 3 Kanto starters and Pikachu. Oh yeah, like the SpongeBob popsicles, you mean? Like the really not particularly good looking ones? There's no way there's not been a Pikachu one of those. I would think. There's totally gotta have been a Pikachu one of those. Let me see. No, I guess not. Pokemon Lost Media. Wait a second. We're getting into something now. We're gonna stop playing Pokemon Crystal to go down the rabbit hole. I want to bring it up on stream if I can. Look at that. This is what people are saying existed. I have no way to fact check it. But right now it's gonna stay my my stream avatar until I finish this reset, which I'll get rid of it. Well, no, it can't be real because that Pikachu on it is too new. Alright. I gotta start reading while doing this. There's been so many like Pokemon food items that I would be surprised if they didn't have popsicles. Either way, not shiny. Reset. It was horrific though, if it is real. There's a convenience store within like a minute and a half walking distance from my apartment that sells those SpongeBob popsicles. I've come close to getting them before. Did I count this one up? I mean, I guess what's one gonna matter? There you go. Oh, I didn't set what game I'm playing. Not that that really matters, I guess. You did? Cool. Good for me. Pokemon Crystal version. Cool. Now people will know what we're playing and they can find us easier. Not shiny. Click X. Move on. We're getting dangerously close to a dangerously funny number. I'm just gonna point that out. This song's kind of fun. Road to Primeval Forest from one of the games. The name is too long. Hello, Kaylee. Welcome to our 65th attempt at catching Celebi, but shiny. It's a lot of mashing's been going on. You also just missed our discussion on Pokemon Popsicles and if they made Pokemon Popsicles like those old SpongeBob ones. If they can't make the perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, then the Pikachu must have been even worse. Yeah, SpongeBob's pretty simple. I'd imagine, but I guess like when you're working with something as malleable as ice cream, it's hard to make anything perfect. But yeah, the more detail you add, I can imagine it's getting worse and worse. I know there were Ninja Turtle ones and like a Spider-Man one. They made a ton of them. But the only one I ever think about is the SpongeBob, of course. I'm mashing loud enough, I think my microphone's picking it up. Nope. 67. Hello, Mirzier. I had not seen you in a while either. Approximately 9 days, in fact, I think, since I last streamed. I neglected to stream this past Thursday because I plan on streaming today and tomorrow. And as of right now, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Not Friday though. I'm busy starting Friday. Hey Keith. I'm grinding, you know how it is. Grinding out this Celebi. We're very close to a very funny number. Ugh. Gotta stretch. Pressing a lot of buttons. All right, we made it. We made it to the funny number. Haha. Ha. Back at it. Funny numbers done. Time to be serious. We're gonna pass this one and get to the serious numbers. So I was talking earlier, and I guess now that Mirzier is here too, it's more relevant, that even though I'm not playing Smash on this stream like I did, last week, I've definitely played a lot of Smash in the past 48 hours. I competed in a tournament yesterday. And then competed again today where, Keith and I actually, got second in doubles, and that was money. That's money in the bank. $3 of profit from playing the funny monkey. 71. I'm gonna take a drink so my silence has an excuse. What is this song? Snowbell City from X and Y. I don't remember almost any of the music from X and Y. Because I actually got overwhelmed when I would have like my DS or Game Boy volume up. And so some of the game's music was lost on me, and then I listened to it later. But X and Y I never really felt the need to go back to. Unless it's like the really popular ones. Really a lot of X and Y in general is lost on me. I don't remember it super well. I guess that was what, 2012? Did that game come out in 2012? Yeah, because I guess... Or 2012, 2013... Nope. That's crazy. Oh yeah, because it just turned 10. It came out in 2013 because it just turned 10. I just watched a video on that, yesterday. From Candy Eevee. Another big shiny hunter, so shout out to her, I guess. he's still like that, plays Minecraft with no sounds. That is true, I do play Minecraft with no sound, but I turn on subtitles, so I can tell if something's happening. Well, I play Minecraft with sound. In my defense, I just put it down really low. Because, I get overwhelmed hearing the game and my friends trying to talk to me. It's just too much. I'm just saying, I saw on Twitter, maybe even today, as early as today, someone who got this exact Celebi in 150 resets, which is insane under odds. And I'm really trying to channel that energy right now. You mute your friends? Yeah, it's not, they're not as cool as Minecraft. Nope. We're almost 100 attempts in, and it's not even been an hour yet. But also, that's kind of concerning that I can only do like 100 attempts in an hour. It's all this mashing I have to do to actually get to the Pokemon. And then I have to sit and wait through a cutscene, which, I mean, is really cool for the time. If I saw this in the year 2000, 2 years, you know, before I was even born, then I would have been popping off. But right now, as someone whose speed is of the essence, it's not quite as exciting. This is some variant of Viridian Forest, which is not where we are in the game, but the music is, I guess I should say. But a forest-themed song is perfect for a forest-themed week. Once again, we've had new people come in. So this week is Arbor Week, where I, myself, and a lot of other streamers are shiny hunting forest-based Pokemon to raise money for the Rainforest Trust. I have a link in the description of this video if you feel so inclined to donate, but you're also not obligated to, so if you can't or don't want to, don't worry about it. All you gotta do is keep me sane for the next 4 or 5 days that I'm gonna be streaming the Celebi hunt. Or for the next 2 attempts, because I think I'm gonna get it before 80, at least before 81, maybe on 80. I have an approximate knowledge of the future, but specifics aren't my strong suit. I'm really shocked that I just looked at my OBS and we've dropped frames. I don't know where, but at some point we've dropped frames, which is crazy. Because this is like the least intense game I've ever streamed. Nope. So that's pretty strange, but if y'all aren't having trouble with it, then I'm not having trouble with it. It's probably the really high quality Celebi animations that I have going on all over the gameplay. Now we've got sad music playing. This is I went for calming Pokemon music for the background, and I guess this is technically calming, but it's a little more sad than I was thinking. Oh, we'll go to National Park, which is one of my favorite songs from Heart Gold Soul Silver. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm turning it back down, I promise. Nope. Now, I actually probably shouldn't have adjusted the volume now, because now I'm not going to know if it's in the right place. Is that too loud? Is it too quiet? You guys want to hear more of the music and less of me? I'll mix it to however you guys want to hear it. Because I don't hear it the same way that you do. What will I do tomorrow? Oh man, Mir. Too quiet? Okay, I'll turn it up. You're not ready for the 4 to 5 day marathon of shiny hunting this Celebi. If we're only getting 83 attempts in about 45 minutes, And let's say we can get, let's just say it's 100 in an hour. Then we're only gonna get 200 in this stream. And if the odds are like 8,000, then we're gonna be doing a lot of Celebi hunting. But you'll be excited either way, so works out for me. Is the music good now? Is it too loud, too quiet? 84. I tried turning it up, but I might have turned it up too much. Also, Kaylee, your profile picture changed from blue to purple. That's kind of fun. I'm really trying to find something to point out. Like I said, there's not too much to go over other than, you know, talking with chat in these shiny hunting streams. Think it's good? Awesome. I'm leaving it there then. Gone on your laptop might be a different account. That's fair. 85! If I mash fast enough, we can definitely get 100 before the hour's over. There's some ASMR for you guys. Celebi. This song's so good. It's one of my favorites. It, and I've really been into Lullaby for Trains from Black and White is also a really good song that if it doesn't come on this compilation, I recommend listening to on your own. I finished Lincoln Lawyer today. I don't know if I know what that means. Is that something I should know what that means? A Netflix show? Oh, cool. Wasn't good. I guess it was good enough for you to finish it. It was about lawyering. I guess that makes sense. I would have been more shocked if it wasn't. Only one season out right now. Is it ongoing? Or is there only one season at all? Was it, I guess what I'm asking, was it good enough to get a second season? It's new? Cool. I'm considering, after I've been talking about music so much, I'm considering just playing the Pokemon XD soundtrack because it's the best Pokemon soundtrack we have. So I'm gonna do that while this attempt starts. Even though it's like not gonna, a lot of the songs aren't gonna make very much sense, in terms of... Yeah. Oh, I just typed in some stuff and now we're at 90. Oops. I guess that's what I get for, setting a letter as my thing. It's okay, I just won't count the next couple. Play Post Malone Pokemon. Unfortunately, I think I will get taken down if I do. As cool as that would be. We'll just play that song, Oh, I just counted that one. Okay. I'm gonna be hands off. 2 hands on the controller for the next 2 attempts, I swear. Yeah, we'll definitely make 100 before the hour if I cheat. Actually, I'm starting to feel like we're not. It's 7:51, that's cutting it close. Oh, I almost just pressed it. Y'all can't see it because I don't have like a face cam or anything, but my finger was hovering over the button. I have 2 monitors going on right now, so one is the game, and the other one is split between OBS and the music, but the picture for the music is just the cover art to Pokemon XD, so I get to look at the picture of James Turner's Shadow Lugia the entire time that I'm doing this hunt, which there's nothing more on this earth I'd like to look at. Also, we're back to being able to count our attempts, so that's cool. Keith, you have a YouTube channel? No, nothing. I make really mix it to the... This is Jovi's theme, I think. I'm so excited to replay Pokemon XD. So I love Pokemon, of course, if you couldn't tell, and I like the games, but really replaying the games is really tough for me. If it's not been like a really long time, but I think Pokemon XD is the exception, right? I feel like I could play it again, like within a year of playing it, and I plan to over the summer. I think Haley and I are gonna do a run of it over the summer, because she's never seen it. And that's her loss. I really hope that's in sync for you guys, because it'd be really awkward if it's not. I think that Pokemon XD had some of the best looking Pokemon animations and everything too. Like, they might have been really ugly, the models, but they had so much charm, and all the animations were silly. Also my gain this summer. That's true. You're gonna be gaining a lot of GameCube game knowledge over the next little bit. This is, I think, the world map. Yeah, this stream has now become me explaining every song and just my general love of Pokemon XD, while shiny hunting goes on in the background. It's not even like a super good game. I'm not even gonna like say like objectively Pokemon XD is even in like the top best Pokemon games, but it has so much charm. And at the end of the day, that matters more. It's tedious though if what you want out of it's like completion and stuff. But I'm also not much of a completionist, so sorry. We're almost to 100. Oh, we have so much time. I could even stall on these next couple, and we'll still hit 100 before the hour. Battle Revolution on the Wii also had insanely good animations. True, and you know part of the reason why? It was made by the same people. So maybe that's part of it. I guess it's what Genius Sorority made Coliseum, XD, and Battle Revolution, and I think that's the only ones that they did. And I think the soundtrack was composed by the same guy, 'cause some of the songs are like really close. In style, of course. They're still perfectly beautiful in their own right, unique compositions. And now they work on Pokemon Cafe Mix. It's true, and there's traces, actually. This song's... there's traces of like the Agate Village theme and stuff in some of the Pokemon Cafe Mix songs. It's really cool, actually. We're gonna use the theme of suspense as we pass into the 100th attempt. I guess I could actually probably use this same section to look at my like live stream stats and make sure everything's working right, but nah, I'll keep looking at Lugia. 99! Our final attempt to catch this Pokemon within 100 attempts. And I bet there'd be a lot of really mad people if we got that one. I need to clean my apartment. I need to get ready to move out of my apartment, but yet here I am, catching a shiny Celebi. I mean, attempting to catch a shiny Celebi. Oh, no, let me move my 100. Oh, bother. There we go. Hello, Ice Boy Games. How are you doing today? got here just in time to see our 100th attempt at shiny Celebi. Pretty good. I love to hear that. Let's reset. 101. And we still got 3 minutes to spare in the hour. How about you? I've been good. I'm busy all the time now, but, you know, it's like, it's exciting stuff most of the time. Or at least it leads to exciting stuff. It's been a busy time. I'm graduating college, so a lot of stuff to go into that. But I still make time to work on personal projects like streaming shiny Celebi or YouTube videos. The grind never stops though. And if you do what you love, then, or if you love your work, then you never work a day in your life or something like that. Not that this is like a job. Not that I'm making the money. You've watched your set against Lewis 5 times since coming home. I saw most of that set, but I was also looking at Pokemon cards some of the time, I won't lie. It was good though, everything I saw. It was crazy. Game 2 is where I watched most of it. I actually don't think I was on stream at all for singles, but I'm kind of okay with that. The games I had were good though. I'm satisfied, you know? Yo, the heroic theme. I think this is the one that plays... No. I'm not gonna make that claim, actually. Good song. Banger music. Dang. I'm glad everyone's sharing their ages in the chat. That's constructive. I guess it's technically not against TOS. Is it on YouTube? I know you're not supposed to like talk about it on Twitch, but I guess also it's only if you're a minor. Because if I find out that you're like too young to use the platform, I'm supposed to ban you or something. I don't know if that's true on YouTube though. Man, this song. Yeah, listen, Pokemon XD, the soundtrack is so good. There's such like, they did such a good job of how kind of closed in the game was. So like all the music makes the world feel so vast and like how different the songs sound for each area. Yeah, it's good stuff. 107. Pokemon XD, the soundtrack's probably also the one that's in my videos the most, because I have the whole soundtrack saved to my computer. Because usually I just find the music as I go when making videos, but this is the only one that I keep on my computer like for myself, and so a lot of the time it's really easy to fit the songs into videos. Because they just make a lot of good background music. That's why I'm playing it for this. I wish you good luck. Thanks, Spartans. Your luck will be well appreciated, because we're gonna need it. How have you been recently? Actually, okay, I was gonna say that we're not over the hour mark, but I also started recording this, so I was like... I recorded this a little bit in, and so I was like, wait a second, has this been going way slower than I figured? But, pretty good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing just great, you know? I, am glad to be taking a break and shiny hunting Celebi. One of the prettiest shiny, like, colors that a lot of Pokemon can be, but I love shiny Celebi. It's such a pretty pink. It's also really pretty green though when it's normal. I just love Celebi a lot. Mythical Pokemon, most of them are so cool. What's everyone else's favorite mythical Pokemon? Mine is actually not Celebi, it's Jirachi, who also has one of the best shinies in my opinion, but what's everyone else's favorite mythical Pokemon? Let's get some icebreakers in the chat, you know? Same, also Jirachi? Fair. If everyone's is Jirachi, then this is gonna be awkward, but I like to imagine that's not the case. Well, actually, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Because I think Jirachi deserves it. Mew. Mew's the classic, it's hard to top that. Mew also had a good movie. The Mewtwo movie. I just watched it again recently, within the past... Actually, I watched the remake, the 3D remake. It was very fun, very cute. Big Victini enjoyer. Victini, also really good. Also, the mythical Pokemon all have really good movies. I'm also a huge fan of Victini. I have a card, like one of those jumbo cards of Victini that I got at the movie theater when they were showing the Victini and Reshiram or Victini and Zekrom movie at the movie theater. My mom took me when I was, gosh, at the time I was probably like 9 or something. But I still have the card, it's so cool. Victini is really cool. And they're like number 0 on the Pokedex, which is kind of sick. Entei? I think Entei is legendary, technically, but we take Entei. I'll accept Entei as an answer. Just because to do otherwise would be to explain the legendary mythical difference. I think sometimes the line gets a little bit blurred in execution. Marshadow? Marshadow's cool, and had a good movie. Entei also had a good movie, so that's reason enough to count it. But yeah, the Marshadow, what was it, Pokemon I Choose You? That was good. I watched it also not too long ago. Hilariously enough, the Celebi movie, which I guess was Pokemon Forever, I've not watched in a really long time. I plan to soon, though. The Pokemon movie marathon begins in a couple of weeks, I think. And then I'll be able to come on here and give my honest review for each and every single one of them. This is the Gate Village, which means it's kind of a forest town. That's kind of adjacent to what we're doing. Have I watched the new TV show yet? No. I've not watched, Pokemon... what's it called? Like New Horizons or something? I've not watched it yet. I'm excited to, though. It looks good, all things like comparatively. Not that the last series was bad by any means, but like it looks like they're kind of taking a different approach, which is kind of cool after 25 years. That sounds right. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's new, there's new guys. I don't know. I like the character designs that I've seen so far. I know that a lot of people have really liked. Slice of life is a good approach. Yeah, and I think it hits a pretty good balance too of like, it's kind of slice of life, but then the Pokemon battles themselves somehow also look better. They I think they're doing a lot right from what I've seen clips of. I can hold back from buying anything Pokemon thing. So you can't hold back from buying Pokemon things? That you can, because if you can, you might be a stronger than I. You can't, yeah, that's what I thought. Also nice to see a new protagonist instead of Ash. Yeah, I love Ash, and I think that both, you know, voice actresses that we've had for Ash up to this point have done a wonderful job with the character. You know, in the English dub, I don't watch sub for, you know, for a lot of it. See new stuff early. I'll definitely check out the Japanese ones subbed. But it is nice, like a change of pace, to have a different character, and luckily not just like a different looking Ash. You know what I mean? It's like she's a completely different character through and through. instead of being like the go-getter that Ash was. I was a little annoyed that they were doing this starter hating their human trope again. Yeah, I guess it's hard to introduce early conflict to know the characters. It's, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but I definitely understand that as a gripe. It'll make, they're setting it up now so they can have, like, these big emotional growth moments, you know, later on. Like, how far we've come. You used to hate me and now we're friends. Went to Walmart once, saw a Pokemon coloring book. Didn't need it, but still took it. Yeah, I had, so they just recently started selling, like, this would have been the beginning of, you know, whatever the past, like, school year was. They started selling Pokemon cards, and then in the pack would come, like, an eraser, or like a metal pencil case. And I definitely bought a pencil case. I don't even carry pencils. I, like, do everything on a laptop. But I bought the case. You did the same thing with an Animal Crossing coloring book. Yeah, I mean, coloring books are cool. There's a lot of cool art in them, too, even if you don't color them. They can just be cute to look at. This is actually relevant to you, Kaylee, in the chat. They showed the new eraser and pencil case set that they're gonna have in August, and it's a Smoliv and Lechonk erasers are the two like, you know, pencil erasers, which they look really cute. And it's kind of a fun thing to have, like, for if you like collect figures, even having the pencil erasers is kind of funny. Oh, now we're just getting the sound effects. Alright. Okay, we're good. Do you get it for your student teaching? Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm kind of doing a similar thing. I bought... This is kind of in the same vein of buying Pokemon stuff that you don't need. I bought a diploma frame for my... my undergraduate degree, my bachelor's degree. Because I plan on working with kids, and so... I thought they'd think that was kind of fun. And it was not super cheap, but that's neither here nor there. People's thoughts on Scarlet and Violet? We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I loved them. I thought performance issues aside, and really even, like, I never had anything too bad happen, but I understand that a lot of people did. I loved them. I thought story-wise, some of the best, character-wise, some of the best we've had in a long time. Because as much as I hate to say it, even a lot of early characters that we really like didn't have much characterization in the actual story. Like, people really like Blue, for example, and, like, he was, like, the first one and one of the last ones for a while that I feel like had really good, like, characterization. Silver, like, he's cool in concept, but didn't really do much in the game. Now, like, extended universe, he gets a lot, but that's not really what I'm talking about. Wally, they really didn't do much with, or Brendan or May, depending on which one you picked, for Hoenn. But now, Scarlet and Violet, I feel like all the characters have, even if they're, like, a little bit one note, they all have, like, vibrant personalities, and you get to see them interact, which is really cool. Because I think it's a big part of, like, character building in story, is not just how does this person act, or even how does this person act to the protagonist, but, how do characters interact with each other within the world does so much for making the games interesting, the story at least. I think it could have been one of the best games in the series, but had a good bit of junk added on it. Yeah. I definitely think when it comes to, like, more modern games, it's definitely one of the best. I've not disliked... I don't think I've actively disliked any Pokemon game that I've played. I'm just gonna say that. But I liked it more than Sword and Shield for sure, and I probably liked it more than Sun and Moon. I don't remember I played X and Y. I probably have X and Y's up there for the most hours I've had in a game, because I was still, you know, young enough to really dedicate to it. I don't remember it super well. Story-wise, like, just thinking about the story, not even playing through the story, but just thinking about the story in a vacuum is up there for me. I think like Black and White also had like really... Being a well-told story is different than being a cool story, I think. And I think Black and White had a really well-told and cool story. But then I think of like... I hate to say this because I love Gen 3, but like the Hoenn games? The story kind of just happened and like the world wasn't super built. It didn't feel like, but man, the game's good. And the story was fun, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Media literacy is all about being able to enjoy something and like understand that it's not perfect. It does not have to be objectively good for you to enjoy it. And it doesn't have to be objectively bad for you to not enjoy it, really. Oh, I got a little ahead of myself. Singing along. Crazy how this one's gonna be shiny. I just accidentally changed the music. This is awkward. Didn't mean to do that one. I was trying to change my emotion, but I haven't set to my number keys, and I wasn't thinking. Did I skip ahead a ton? Oh, I skipped a ton ahead. We're gonna do the Cypher Peon battle. We're gonna go back. I skipped at least 2 of like the best songs in the whole soundtrack, so we cannot afford to be making those kind of mistakes. This, man, this resetting and mashing A sure takes the energy out of you, doesn't it? I know, I remember someone was shiny hunting also alongside me in the chat. Are you still doing that? Have you had any greater success than I have? How many Celebis do you have, by now? 0 Celebis, 133 Celebis, looked at. Hyperoid. I'm expecting 20 by the end of the hour though, so don't worry about it. When I was adjusting the music, I was actually turning on my hat, so things will get easier from here on. Now if I get it in the next attempt, it's gonna look really suspicious. Let's see. I'm gonna end stream if it's shiny. I won't even be excited. Oh, thank God. Next attempt. Moving on. Cypher Lab. Dude, we're so close to, right down in the soundtrack. That's all I want out of this world. That was a close one. Yeah, I felt it. He was almost pink. This one, however, is going to be fully pink. You didn't see it. It was too fast. So we've had, of course, more people come in again. I'm going to reiterate. I am shiny hunting Celebi for Arbor Week 2023. It's a week where a lot of streamers like myself are trying to catch forest-based shiny Pokemon to raise money for the Rainforest Trust. I have a link in the description if you want to donate, but do not feel obligated to. That's kind of my whole spiel. That's why I picked Celebi, though. Not only is it one of the prettier shinies, and a fun hunt, I think, but it is the defender of the forest, so I thought it was kind of cute, kind of quirky to Go for Celebi. Bet $2 on try 149. All right, I'll take that. I will take you up on that bet. Do you have a prediction of on a number of encounters? I don't have a prediction. I mean, I can just throw one out there. I'll say it'll be on 233. But now I'm really hoping it's under like 500. Not 500, I guess I should say. I just wanted to get it within the time frame that I am hunting. I'm only going to be able to hunt for so. I mean, Arbor Week only lasts so long, and I'm going to be super busy at the end of the week, so I actually won't be able to stream. But it would be really embarrassing if I don't get it. 149. I guess you've got a little bit to wait before we can test your theory, Kaylee. It'd be really embarrassing for you if it's before that. Nope. It's gonna be so long, too, until we have another funny number. I was getting really hyped around the 60s, but now, like, what do we even have to look forward to? Not a shiny Celebi, that's for sure. You're starting to think it's gonna be 149 too? Does that mean that you owe me $2 also, if it's not? You wanna make that commitment? No. I know that I can get that $2 from Kaylee, but it's gonna be harder to get from you, Hyperoid. Such a good battle theme. Such a good soundtrack. Your Venmo's ready to go? Alright. Honestly, I'll give you $10 if it is 149. 9 attempts to go. You'll put $2 on it too? Nice. That's more money than this stream was gonna make me otherwise, so we'll take it. We had... Yeah, I'll give you both $10, yeah. If it is 149. So, if you want in on that deal, it's a good ratio for anyone else. $400 is your bet, or like attempt 400 is your bet? I don't think I can agree to $400. That might be a little out of my budget as a as someone who's streaming shiny hunts on YouTube. Pyrite and Spartans, if you're still in the chat, this is the Pyrite Town theme, so this is your theme. Just kind of exciting. Making deals, yeah. Master Negotiator, even. You donated $400? Is that the truth? That... Yo, it's my theme. I'm famous. It's true. Wait, I'm trying to search something up and do this. Oh no, and we're getting close to the attempt. Oh no, things on my computer are now freaking out. Do you feel like it's my theme because I use it in like 60% of my videos, or is it something about the vibe? $144. That's fair. I respect that. Sorry, I'm trying to read up on the donation link. I didn't actually check how it all worked before I started this because I was very busy up to like an hour before the stream started playing in a Smash tournament. Really, Arbor Week falls on a kind of a funny time because I'm busy every day coming up, really. To at least some extent, because I'm about out of here. The link is not working for you? Well, shoot. That's no good at all, is it? I would hate... Okay. How about this? I'm gonna fix the link, but I'm gonna get to 148 before that, so that there's some excitement. Getting excited for 149, but now I'm realizing that I'm just gambling. Yes, you are, and the odds are very against you. You are fighting an uphill battle. You know, the house always wins, I say. Even you will donate 400 if you get a shiny at 180. At 180, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna make sure the link is working though. In a second. This is what Candy's theme, I think. The link worked for you? Okay. That's helpful. It's working? Okay, cool. I think actually what's funny is, oh, sorry, I'm not resetting. I got distracted. That link isn't actually for me personally, I don't think. It is for Brofessor's Lab, which is the people who, host this event. I didn't put, like, my hat in the ring, I don't think, for getting, like, the most donations or anything, so I just, you know, copied someone else's link to help them out. We're getting real close to 149. Alright. This is attempt 148. It'll be very funny if we get it here. And funny, by funny, I mean embarrassing for anyone else. Except for me, because it'll be free money and a shiny Celebi. Nope. Alright, here it is. 149. I think I'm just going to, I'm just gonna sit on this one for a second. I'm gonna wait it out, you know? Don't wanna move too fast, you know? Let me see if I can find a good song for it. While, yeah, let's do it. It's whatever. This bit can only go on so long. 149. I'm gonna be $20 in the hole if this is the one. Ooh, that means $4 in my pocket. And moving on to 150. Yikes. I'll have my lawyers contact you all shortly. So, I feel obliged to point out that Haley did indeed Venmo me $2, but the speed at which I received it made me feel like she did not think that she was going to be right on that guess. That was, I don't even know if I'd hit the counter yet, and I had already had $2 in my Venmo. It's a whole... GS ball. I pulled up to... Oh, that's fair. You know what? I'll give you that. I wish I could get chat to display, but it broke when I did the new stream format thing for the shiny hunting, and I'll have to fix it before tomorrow's stream. This song's a little intense. Let's get Roomba, or yeah, Love. Roomba, Rumba, Ramba? I think it's Roomba. Like those little guys who clean your carpet, you know? Haha. Favorite shiny? That's a good question. I really like shiny Jirachi, honestly. A lot of good shinies. I used to really like shiny Trevenant. I used to think that it was super cool, and it's actually a Pokemon that a lot of people are hunting during Arbor Week. The first shiny I ever caught, so I'm always going to be partial to it, is shiny Tangela. Because there was that patch of grass under Pallet Town that made it so easy to shiny hunt, because you could just like chain them so easily. And so that was my first shiny, so I've always liked him. He's also cool looking. So probably Jirachi. Oh, Pikachu? Yeah, Pikachu's Pikachu is a shiny Pokemon, that's for sure. I mean, Pikachu's not the worst. It's a cool color. I don't dislike Pikachu. Pikachu did not suffer like Gengar or Garchomp. Jirachi is such a good shiny. Attempt 155. We're on track to hit 202 hours. To this beautiful theme for Phoenix City. I think a more interesting question could even be, what is your least favorite shiny? And I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna say you can use like Gengar, Garchomp, the ones that aren't exciting. I just think the one that you think is actively like the ugliest. And I feel like I know what the obvious answer would be for a lot of people. I like the green ones. I don't think all the green ones are that bad. I asked the question, but actually I don't know what my answer would be. Definitely not Celebi, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. On to 157. It is a tough question. I feel like if you don't shiny hunt or just know, then it's a lot harder to remember the bad ones. Unless you have like a deep disdain for a specific shiny Pokemon. We've still got 30 minutes left in the stream for me to think about what I'm gonna spend that $4 I earned or spend that $4 on. Shiny... Oh, I actually don't know what Terrakion looks like shiny. I know what he looks like in general. Oh yeah, I could see that. It's the red. The colors on it aren't that bad, but the red really sticks out. At least on certain models of it. I bet there's some depictions of it that aren't the worst in the world, but yeah, that's definitely not the best one. Hello, Bradzin. How are you doing today? On this fine, today's Saturday, right? Saturday evening. You got here just in time for attempt number 159. Tired. I'm getting a little bit sweepy even. Nope. 160. What the cake say to the man? I don't know. What would that be, Ice Boy? You want a piece of me? I see that our shiny hunting stream, we've all gone crazy. We've developed a dad jokes. This is what has become of the Arbor Week Celebi stream. It's gonna be a long week, fellas. $161. Whoa! Yeah. I didn't realize the Phoenix City theme was so long. It's got so many different phases. And right after I point that out, it's over. 162. I'm really afraid that I'm going to like zone out while trying to do this and accidentally reset on a shiny. I'm getting a little trigger happy on how fast I'm resetting. I need to take the time to like properly process what's going on my screen before I hit the button. See, gave that one ample time because I got distracted. Was not paying attention to the stream. Some people do this for like 24 hours at a time. They have like much more what's the word? Strength, I'll say, than me. Because I mean, we're an hour and a half in only, and I'm zoning out. I can't understand how anyone can do anything, the same thing for 24 hours. Or even so many hours. What did the lake say to the frog? I don't know. What did the lake say to the frog? I lake you. Is that like I hate you or I love you? It's like a mix of both. I don't know what the lake's feelings towards the frog really are. I'm left in a state of ambiguity. Yeah, okay, you know what? That's fair. Thank you. This is the Realgem Power theme, I'm fairly certain. It's such a good song. Just like every other song on this soundtrack. It's been, what, 5 minutes? That's a little bit too long without me gushing over the Pokemon XD soundtrack. Hopefully it's... okay, yeah. It's 2 hours long. There'll be enough left over for next stream. Don't worry about it. We're almost getting to 169, which is kind of funny, I guess. Do I have Mirror B's theme? Oh, don't you worry. Hit me up in about 10 minutes. We'll have the Mirror B theme on. We gotta get through. It's actually surprisingly late into the soundtrack considering how early you meet Mirror B, but yeah, don't worry. It'll come up. It is the song ever. Really, Mirror B's battle theme and Mirror B's just like overworld music are both so good. Not shiny. This one's also really good, the battle sim music. This is like the first music you hear like in the main actual game after the first cutscene. And it really sets it. Such a good game. Maybe we should be playing Pokemon XD instead. I'll set up a little Pokemon XD in the corner and play it, in the meantime. One of your favorite characters in all of Pokemon? Yeah, a lot of people love Mirror B. He's like... So a lot of people don't remember like everything that happens in Pokemon XD or Pokemon Coliseum, like the characters or the events, but man, people remember Mirror B. They peaked. They knew that they had made peak character design, and it stuck with everyone. And even his music in Coliseum is really good. It's a little bit different, at least the battle music is. It's really good. And he uses Ludicolo, which is my favorite Pokemon, which is, you know, the direct result of Mirror B, because I thought he was so cool when I was 3 years old when the game came out. And he used Ludicolo, and so it kind of stuck with me. If you can't tell, actually you can't really tell, my Ludicolo shirt's covered by the 170. By the sheer number of attempts that we've taken to catch this guy. But yeah, Mirror B is the direct result of the Ludicolo theming on my little avatar. Because, despite what you might believe, I do not own a Ludicolo shirt in real life. I own a Ludicolo backpack though, which is kind of cool. Hello PGIV. Welcome to the 171st reset that we've had on this CELEBI. We're currently discussing our favorite Pokemon characters while listening to my favorite Pokemon soundtrack. 172. That's too many resets? Oh man. If only. Because I've still got 30 minutes left tonight. I think we're gonna hit like a little over 200, and then I'm gonna be doing this exact same thing every evening until like Thursday evening, I think is the last one I'm gonna do. Oh, unless I get it. If I get it before then, I'm just gonna not stream after that probably. So we'll see. It could be the end. It could only be 174 resets for all I know. It's not like it gets any more likely on any given attempt. It's a coin flip every time. Really, it's a 50% that this Pokemon's gonna be shiny on any given attempt. It either is or it isn't. Let me know if you ever want to stream some silly Smash games. Yeah, I'm definitely... Smash has been some of the most fun streaming that I've done, so after this little, like, week of shiny hunting, I'll definitely do more Smash. I think we need to do our Smash Get Ball. Gosh, I couldn't spit that one out. I think we need to get the custom stage stream going at some point. If you really want to lean into being the content man. This song, I'm gonna get it. Oh no, I was gonna say I'm gonna pick a new hype one, but that one really isn't. Yeah, I will. I've already finished all kinds of exams that would be going on here, so I'm free after this last week of classes. So I'll definitely hit you up at some point. Okay, we're getting to the slow part of the music, which means we're just getting closer and closer to the Mirror B theme. This one's pretty cool. We'll stick with this one. Is that a wave? I can't tell. Wasn't 175. We are almost at 200 CELEBI resets. But we're also so close to the Mirror B theme. We're only 2 minutes away from the Mirror B theme. And that's what it's all about. You're not waiting here for shiny CELEBI. You're waiting for peak Pokemon music. I mean, obviously you're not here for shiny CELEBI because it ain't happening. This is the Snag'em hideout. It's some of the best Evil Lair music I think that we've had. Cause it's menacing, but it's also groovy, if I do say. 177. Yeah, really. Dude, Outskirt Stand? Y'all aren't gonna believe me when I say it. It's a good song. Mirabee is the true mythical. Yeah, I wish I could shiny hunt Mirabee. Actually, the next, like, the Genius Sorority game that came out after Pokemon XD, Battle Revolution, you actually could shiny hunt trainers. Because, like, the equivalent of gym leaders in that game all wore outfits based on Pokemon, and there was a really tiny chance that their outfit would be shiny, which is so cool. I actually think one of the people, like, directly responsible for hosting this event, like the Arbor Week event, was the first person to get one of those outfits. Will I get the shiny Groudon? I think that would be a funny hunt to do, but if I'm not cut out to do a freaking Celebi hunt... Oh! Here's the first Mirabee song. His battle's next. Absol... Oh, Absolute. Yeah, I haven't watched people talk about it too much. I've got, like, from seeing people who said that they found him and stuff like that. I love Battle Revolution. I haven't played it since, you know, since the DS era of games. But I remember being at my friend's house and playing on Battle Revolution. It was just cool to be able to play with your Pokemon on the big screen. And now all Pokemon are on the big screen. That doesn't mean that I don't think we should have another, like, we shouldn't have another game like it. The Pokemon Stadium and Battle Revolution are all very good. Battle Revolution falls into, like, this subset of Pokemon game, like Pokemon spin-off specifically, that is kind of, I don't know, the whole Wii era was so interesting, because we had Pokemon Battle Revolution, which was, like, pretty traditional. And then we had Poke Park, which was so out there for a Pokemon game, and I've not replayed it either. I really want to go back and do it. It's just hard to find the time to, you know, play every single game I want to. But Poke Park is absolutely awesome. With My Pokemon Ranch, which was crazy. We also have the Mirabee battle theme now, so there you go. This is the song that's going to propel us to victory in this shiny hunting challenge. It's such a good song, and he, like, busts it down the whole time. I remember when I was, I mean, like I said, I would have been like 3 or 4 years old when I first saw this game. I didn't actually play it until I was older, but my brother did. We had rented it from our local, gosh, what was it? Video gallery. It wasn't even Blockbuster. We didn't even have a Blockbuster. But we used to try and redo, like, his dance moves that he would do when you fought him. He's so cool. One time I was listening to the Pokemon XD soundtrack while running my silly little errands around town, which is not a regular occurrence. I listen to, you know, normal music a lot of the time. I feel the need to clarify it, but one time I was, and this song came on while I witnessed probably one of the most, like, intense homeless people fight. Oh, you have to go, Ice Boy? Well, it was nice having you. I'm glad that you got to share some of your dad jokes in chat. It really got me through the 3/4 mark of this stream. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you later. But yeah, I've listened to this song while watching homeless people yell and throw things at each other from different sides of the street, and I had to walk directly through it. It was funny in a sad way. I have to, is it Willy or Wiley? I don't actually remember, but this one's really cool. So Wiley, or Willy, you fight him at the Outskirt Stand, and he's a trainer from Pokemon Coliseum. There's Pokemon Coliseum in XD. XD is like a direct sequel, kind of, and so that's kind of cool that this guy was in both games. And so his battle theme in Pokemon XD is just the battle theme from Coliseum. And I think that's so cool. It's like it connects the games even more than they already were, considering one's a direct sequel. kind of like little things that you'd find in like Black and White 2 about like lore from the first game and like what happened between them. It's so cool. I think there's a lot of battle music coming up. But actually, we're not quite to the battle music part of the, like, the really dedicated battle music part of the soundtrack. And we might not make it to it. We've only got 15, 16 or so, or no, 13 more minutes. We're getting down to the wire on this one. And so it's definitely starting to look like we're gonna be back at it tomorrow. Well, I guess I promised to stream tomorrow anyway, so no matter what, we'll be back at it tomorrow, even if I catch a shiny Celebi tonight. But it's looking like this is what we're gonna be doing tomorrow as well. $190. Let's get into some of the last 10 attempts before we hit the 200 mark, and that's when it starts to really get embarrassing. I'm kidding. It's not embarrassing. I have no control over it. There's some people who've been hunting this Pokemon for like 15,000 attempts, like twice over odds. And I'm praying that's not going to be me because, I don't have that kind of time. If shiny hunting the Celebi goes beyond Arbor Week, that's gonna be really sad. There were people who were catching shinies like within the first couple hours, because Arbor Week actually started yesterday. But once again, I was busy yesterday too. Yeah, people were catching within the first hour. So if I don't even get one the whole week, that's gonna be really, really funny. Yeah, old full odds shinies are brutal. But this is the only way I know of to get like an authentic shiny Celebi. Cause I was gonna do the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc from Japan. I thought that would have been funnier. Just in concept, but it's shiny locked. Unlike the English Coliseum Jirachi. And then they gave one out for Pokemon Go. And they gave one out in Sword and Shield, but like, I don't want one that's like easy. Because like Sword and Shield was just an event that they gave to you. And then Pokemon Go catching shinies is really easy. And they actually it might have just been a prize. You might have just gotten it instead of like having to play the odds. But is there any other way to get a shiny Celebi than this? I don't think so. This is the Virtual Console version, if I haven't made that clear, because the original one, we couldn't even catch this Celebi shiny in English in the original because this event wasn't in the original. And I think this event was shiny locked too. Man. They made it really hard to get a shiny Celebi. Until now. Now it's easy. Now there's a whole movie with a shiny Celebi in it, which I have not watched yet, but I bet it's pretty good. The one with Zarude, and Coco. I think the first human that's playable as a Pokemon card. But don't quote me on that. I think Imakuni's technically playable in one of his prints, but I refuse to say one way or the other. I will say though, Imakuni follows me on Twitter, and I think that's my biggest accomplishment as a content creator. 1 million views on a video? Nah. 8,000 subscribers? Whatever. The Imakuni follow on Twitter? Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what I've been waiting for. I'm really losing my mind. I'm only 2 hours. Or not even 2 hours in. This music's... I need something more exciting. We're getting to the end game music where it's all like Greevil, Shadow Lugia. Let's see, where's some versus mode music? Yeah. Some elevator music. You know you've made it when Imakuni follows you? Yeah, really. I mean, it's because back in September of last year, I think it was, September of 2021, I made a video like all about Imakuni. And at some point he saw it and he followed me, which is really cool. That's true. Having Kaylee follow me on Twitter is pretty much equally as exciting, in all honesty. If I had to pick one, if I could only keep one following me on Twitter, I think the answer is clear. I don't even have to say it. 198? Yeah. We're there. We're gonna hit the 200 mark with 8 minutes to spare or something. 7 minutes to spare? I don't know. I don't have the exact time. Oh wait, I actually do. It's gonna be 7 minutes exactly in about 7 minutes exactly right now. I said that before the second passed. Green, skip, 199. I'm thinking I might take the $3 of profit that I earned playing Smash today, and the $4 of profit I earned from making my chat gamble on whether or not I was gonna catch shiny Celebi on number 149 and get a sweet treat from the convenience store. 200! Attempt 200! Are we gonna get it on attempt 200? Let's find out. Brace yourselves, because this attempt is just as likely as any other one. I did play Smash Bros today. So yesterday, I competed in a tournament of about 25 people. It wasn't 200, by the way, But, I competed in a tournament of about 25 people, and I got 7th. And then I went back today and competed in, like, a bigger tournament and got 2nd place in doubles, in the doubles bracket. And that earned $30 for me and my partner. We split it, $15 a piece, but I did pay $12 to enter the tournament, so I made $3 of profit. And then I got 13th out of 30 in the main bracket, which is pretty okay, I think. Didn't make any money, but, you know, 13th is cool. It's actually technically my worst performance of any tournament I've been to, like, this past season, but, it was a bigger tournament, so a lot of, like, good players from the area came down and farmed me hard. Because also, we lost doubles to 2 people who traveled for the tournament, which I'm not complaining about at all, but, like, you know, I understand, and I'm not as upset about losing to people that I don't know if they're, you know, they could have been number 1 in the entire state, for all I knew. I mean, I know they're not. You get what I mean. I'm just talking. I'm just filling space. We've got 8 minutes to go, or 5 minutes to go in this thing. I've been hitting the X button 204 times to this point. My pointer finger's starting to get sore. My brain is becoming a fine paste. Let's see it. Celebi. Shiny. Pink. Pink on my screen. Hands off the controller, because I know this one's gonna be the one. Remind. This is the versus battle music from, like, the play with your friends mode in Pokemon XD. Really good. It's reminiscent of, like, the Ruby Sapphire music. Which was also really good. Ruby and Sapphire, like, and Emerald had really good music, I think. Oh, most Pokemon music, I think, is really good. Am I gonna nickname it? If so, what? I actually haven't thought about nicknaming it. In all honesty, I haven't actually thought about what's gonna happen if I see one. But I probably won't, I'm thinking. And if I do, I'll name it, like, something Arbor Week related. Maybe I'll name it Rex. Professor Rex is the guy who is running this event, but Rex also doesn't feel like a Celebi name, if I'm being real. Maybe I'll name it Arbor. I'll name it Arbor. Arbor Week. Can I fit Arbor Week in the whole name? How about Celadon? Does that stand for something? Or like... Or is that just a pretty name? Celadon. Oh, because Celebi in my name? Is that what it is? Did I figure out the puzzle before you had to tell me? No response. It's because I figured it out. It's because I'm clever like that. Green. Skip X 208. Attempt 208. Give it up for day 15. Oh, this is a good one. Mr. Varich. Who's like a perfectly nice guy in the game. Like, this is the Mr. Varich theme. It's like Hayden, I took off the hay in this. Yeah. Yeah. I might be like de-evolving my brain by doing this shiny hunt, but I'm still as quick-witted as ever. Get some mashing ASMR. I had some in the beginning, but you guys have been missing out. No, it's very clever. It took some thought for sure. Like, you know, it gets the cogs turning. If anything. 210 attempts. Cypher admin theme. Oh yeah, I'll get you some mashing ASMR. There you go. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Check my livestream stats. Make sure, the bitrate's not like falling apart or we're dropping frames. It does say the bitrate's lower than recommended, but, I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I have it limited to what it's at. But that's conversation to have, not with the chat. That's something for me to figure out later. Especially in the last 30 seconds of the stream's gonna be going on. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna end it directly at the 2-hour mark, but we could make the next one our last one. We could make 212 our final attempt of the night. And you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it attempt 212, our final attempt for the 214. Okay, this is not our final attempt of the night. We're gonna go to 214. Favorite starter? I like Totodile, I think. But like, I don't know if he's my #1 favorite. I like all of the Hoenn starters a lot. But I am a big Totodile fan. I like Squirtle too. Squirtle and Bulbasaur are really cool. I mean, I like... Really, there's very few starters that I don't like, to some extent, at least. But for sake of ease, I'll say Totodile. He's kind of silly. Attempt 213, our second to last attempt of the night, is not Celebi. 214, our final attempt of the night. Getting in just in time, Kaylee to admit that her favorite starter Pokemon is Sobble. Which is very true through experience. I'm gonna run a lap. Nope, you can't run a lap around it. But, alright, I'm going to fight a not shiny Pokemon before. It's Oddish. I'm going to demolish this Oddish before we catch, Celebi. Our shiny Celebi. Alright, let's do it. This one's it. Fighting that Oddish was RNG manipulation. It was just... The only starter you actively disliked is Quilladin. Yeah, I know a lot of people feel that way, so... That's not too surprising. It is green. That's awkward. Yikes. I'm gonna Shadow Ball it. Oh, that didn't do much. Alright, we're actually just gonna fight this one for sure. Alright. And I'm gonna say, on that note, 214 attempts later, 2 hours and 2 minutes later, I'm gonna call it a night on Pokemon Crystal. But I will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel to, you know, do the same thing. Same bat shiny hunt. But until then, have a wonderful day tomorrow and night tonight. I will be able to ask you all again. So, goodbye. I will see you all